Hello, 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 hello. Everybody, can you hear me? Yeah, you can hear me. You can hear me. How's it going? How has your week been? I hope it was an awesome weekend. Um, Happy Monday to everyone. uh, so I'm happy that I was able to get my hands on a few art supplies that I kind of needed because I was running out of certain things. So I decided to, you know, I try to be frugal and just decided to do a little bit of an investment on some supplies that I needed. So yeah, see, here's my deck of cards. Just turn it around. That I always mention my deck of cards. This is one of the supplies I bought. Hopefully, whoever's watching is interested in this kind of stuff. But I was always interested in this sort of thing. But I was like, oh, I'm not an artist when I was starting out. I was like, why? I'm not really an artist, so why would I have that? So let me check something because usually, as it always happens to me, the camera is playing tricks on me. So after a long while, I'm already 37. So I'm an old guy, you guys, to some extent. I just I think with age you start to not give a damn about stuff, about what people think about you to the extent that you can possibly. And also my way of thinking have shifted. So I was like, yeah, I think I earned my keep when it comes to being an artist. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to buy one of those. This is a cheap version of it, but I might do a little bit of a review. I actually already sharpened this one. This is 8B. I don't know if you're watching this and you know about this sort of thing, but the pencil scale goes from H, like this is 5H. I don't know where the numbers end, but it goes from H to all the way to B. So in this case, the well, this is a terrible way of explaining it, but what you need to know is that the regular pencil that most of us are used to when we're in school and so on and so forth is an HB, an HB pencil. An HB pencil has it sits between the H pencils are the ones that are really they're really strong. The graphite is really strong, and they're also really, as a consequence of that, they don't let go of the graphite as easy as the B pencils. So it's basically a spectrum of from really hard, which is a terrible analogy, but from really hard my, it's called mine in Spanish, but I don't know how you would call it. The center of the pencil is goes from really hard graphite to really soft graphite. I actually don't know what the B stands for, but if I compare the two, I can show you what I mean. I'm going just to show you the extremes of this. So this is 8B, right? So this is really dark. This is 5H, so let's sharpen this one. I found my sharpener, by the way. Hopefully it doesn't mess up the pencil. It's almost there. I have to be careful. This is 5H, so see that it's way more light in the way it lets go of the graphite, so you don't get that much contrast. This one you get contrast really quickly, that one not so much. Just check this real quick. Yeah, okay. And that's the sound here. Okay. Cool. Just checking if I'm not talking to the void. Hello. Alright. So this is HB. This one sits between these two. There's a bunch of other ones in the middle, but maybe not the best example, but you would have to try for yourself to see what I mean. This one saturates super quickly. It lets go of the graphite, so if it's really soft to the, like if I touch it, it just stains my finger. This one is like a middle ground, so that's why it's HB. And this one being 5H, which is on the other stream of the thing. Even if I add a lot of pressure to it, you don't get much from it. So here's a quick demo of how those pencils work. And so yeah, I needed some stuff to draw. I think I might have some others there, and I know I have some supplies, but this is what I had left, and I think this one's like 6B, so this one would sit with this one, kinda. If I show you this, I think this should be like there. Oh, this is no, maybe this is more. Probably sit around the same point. I cannot tell really because it's all gone. The markings on the pencil are all gone, so I cannot really tell. Not anymore, at least. Kind of similar. So I got this, which is kind of nice. It comes with a, I don't know if you've ever seen one of this, but this is an extensor, which is something I was also interested in. So if you have a really small pencil, you can still use it. So until almost till the end. And it has two different sizes, so this would be for a different. Maybe you can put like an eraser there if you want. But it's two different sizes, and you can use it for that purpose. So it comes with this neat thing. Has this and this eraser. This one's like the ones that are um, like clay. I don't know if you use it, or it's like bubble gum type thing, but it's to erase, which I haven't bought in a while, so it's nice to have. And it also comes with a utility knife, which is, I don't know, this one's kind of sketch. It's kind of I don't know if I can trust it that much, but it comes with that, so you can sharpen your tools. And this, that is to, I don't know if you've seen it before, but it's to diffuse. It's a diffuser, paper diffuser. So that's what that's for. Yeah. So all the stuff that you see on digital softwares, it's based on this sort of thing, which of course it is. This one I haven't tested it, but it says charcoal. I might save this sort of thing for the. I might do a video on it. I don't know yet, but that's one of the things I got. Just gonna leave this outside for now. And the other thing I got, which I was yearning, basically, uh, it's some markers. These are Uni Mitsubishi pencil. These ones are nice. It's like, ooh, this is nice. So it comes with a few brush ones. These three are brush markers, and these ones are fine liners. So yes, I can add some detail to certain things. And it has this one. That's nice. I also have, this was 1.2, 0.7, which is really so this was, yeah. Am I missing one? Probably not. So this is 0.3. This is fine. 1.2. Exaggerated. Yeah. So I got that, which is quite nice also to have. Like, I was running out of markers. I mean, I do enjoy drawing with a pen, which I made a video about, and I would recommend you guys see it if you haven't on my channel. I really like drawing with a pen. It's a nice way to draw. I don't know what I'm going to do today because I only have 3 more pages or 2. Check. So this is what I did last time. I have 2 more pages to go, so I don't wanna do less than something like this. So another one bites the dust. I've, I've a bunch of sketches that are already filled up. Mm, okay. Let's see. I might do like a thumbnail. Mm, I was talking to my wife about what I should draw. She gave me some ideas. Usually, she gives me really funny ideas. I'm like, no, I want to do something serious. So she mentioned that she saw an illustrator, and that's kind of on my wheelhouse. Do like different mental illnesses as different illustrations, which is kind of an interesting concept. Um, Look at that. But yeah, I was thinking of maybe drawing like certain states of mind. I like meditation and figuring out yourself in a way. I think introspection is what I'm talking about. It's important to have introspection. So I guess you could argue that this is kind of like Spider-Man character. I was just thinking of how we sometimes have to like go for it in regards of following what you want to do. Hello, how's it going? Different uh, account. You can probably barely see what I did there. Oh, no worries. Sorry if I if I made it super public. I'm sorry that uh, I shout out people that appear on my chat. Uh, yeah, but I get it. Like I've been thinking, it's kind of freeing uh, being anonymous on the internet. Like I've seen a bunch of accounts of people kind of cover their faces. They use a mask, and it allows them to keep that. Oh, yeah, no worries. I get it. Like I use a I use Segrons. Of course, my name is public, but uh, by the way, there's a story there. Like the reason I started using Segrons is because if you Google my name, there's like a I've talked about this with my wife. If you Google my name, a footballer appears, and then like if you Google Ronald Segovia artist, then I do appear, but there's also another artist that does like I don't know if it's still alive, but does like traditional painting. So there's a bunch of people with my name. So it's like, dude, I have to figure out a way that I can people can find me easy, and I would like I'm gonna use like a pseudonym. But the other thing is that there's a company, this random company that to me is random. I apologize if you're being called out, but to me it's super random. That is called Segron, and like I'm pretty sure I have more presence online than them in certain aspects, and it's different because mine is Segrons, not Segron, but still usually you Google me and that's what appears, which is like it's a whole thing. I've been thinking of finding a way to. I thought about maybe I should just change it to something completely different so people can find me easy. Uh, it's like a whole thing. Anyway, I was thinking about that. I was gonna go look for something and I lost my train of thought. Anyhow, oh, I remember. Please don't play anything. Yes. Alright. That's nice. Just checking something. Alright. I want to go with that. I really don't want to mess it up. I'm just gonna keep playing with this. 32 minutes of. Well, if you decide to watch my stream, you have to deal with it. Um, oh, I'm sorry that that has happened to you. Is it like a bullying thing? Like, have you contact the authorities? Like, I know it would. I certainly would. just be cautious. And I don't understand people in regards to that. I I don't know to what extent you've dealt with it, but you know that if you request for information on anybody that uh, is doing that sort of thing to you, the service has to give it to you. So they they can get into trouble if they're bothering you. And yeah, it's there's not such a thing as through anonym anonymous type thing. Like you still have to be responsible for what you do online and offline. So I think it might be worth looking into. I'm sorry you've had to deal with such a thing. But I think like if like you can contact the service, um like if they reach out through a whatever online thing it is, you can contact that service provider, and they should help you, assist you with it. um, and yeah. I don't know. I have this feeling sometimes that like I move one step forward in terms of my ability and one step backwards. That's not good. That's not good. Well, you can probably find someone that is an expert on that, and and can potentially find whoever's bothering you. Uh, but you have to kind of dig deep into that. Either way, I'm pretty sure I don't have to say it, but don't pay much attention to people that like. It's probably something off there if you decide to bother someone. Like the fact that you can. Uh, it was nice. Took some time off, I guess. Um, also made a finish a video I wanted to finish, which was nice to do. It was pretty nice to finish that. I've been trying to be a little bit more consistent with uploading videos. Easier said than done, really. Yeah, no worries. It's animation stuff. I I got requested that a few times, so just wanted to make a video about it. Hopefully, some people find it useful. And that's that's a reason to do that sort of thing. I don't know. Sometimes tutorials don't get much traction, but hopefully this one gets enough traction. It's just you get uh, like you lose motivation and I guess momentum if you put a lot of effort into something and it doesn't move the needle, sort of say, or at least it feels like it didn't move the needle. So getting some traction helps uh, morale, I guess you could say. Want to go for? I wonder. I wonder. I wonder. Well, I think I warmed up enough. I can do something half decent. Put this here. There you go. Oh, I have this. I don't want to throw that. I know what I'm going to throw. Okay. For my favorite, I need to make more of my friend here. Just thinking of something. for the sake of my previous sketch. Have you seen the action figure pack, Dory? Oh, I could do that. I've been thinking actually about that. That'd be nice. Yeah. I'm wondering if I should do like a capybara or like me as a capybara or cartoony version of me. uh, yeah, what I've been thinking of it's because sometimes I do myself like I draw myself as a capybara version of myself. It's different things. Go back and forth. It's like my character, my usual character. I used to have a logo that was a chameleon. I eventually changed it. It's too thin. I need to make him fatter. And look like me. But yeah, that trend is quite nice. People trying to. Oh, AI is the future. Yeah, go ahead and I was talking to my wife about this. Like, you wanna make that the future? Like, make it do the things that people don't want to do, like fold their laundry. Make a robot that, and she added to that thing because I said fold laundry, but if you add to folding laundry that it puts it away, it's awesome. Like it washes it, to, like folds it and puts it away perfectly in place. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that you want. Do you want to animate something that actually nobody wants to do? That's perfect for that. But no, let's try to take over art. It's absurd. Like what people actually want to be doing. All the stuff that people actually want to be doing. Let's replace that. Yeah, that's genius. Anyway. There's a bunch of people that don't see that. They're just thinking, "Oh, why Like, this is really convenient. Let me just use this. And they're not seeing all that the things that are happening in the background with that. Like what it actually means. Like, I don't mind, for example, here's a good use that AI is kind of helping happen. Uh, Emails. If you want to write an email, like you can sort of have sort of the general idea, so it can be like a I think I mentioned this in the past, like a junior typewriter, copywriter. So it assists you in drafting things. That fair enough. Okay, I get that. It's a fast way to draft something, and if you want to write an email, you don't have to spend all the time checking that it has all the right things and parts and crafted from the get go. You can just, hey, could you please write an email about this and this and that, and it just regurgitate. It just pops out like, here, there you go. Yeah, that's fine. A to me that's a good use for AI. I don't see an issue really for that. Like, it's not a play. It's not I don't know, a script. Having said this, what is really sketchy is the fact that you as far as we all know, they use a bunch of training data that wasn't like you. Nobody gave them consent to use that. So you're just taking whatever you want and assuming that nobody's gonna do nothing about it, which is absurd. But I don't know. It's a weird time with regards to that. So I don't mind using that for an email, for example, or something along those lines. Like a description for something should be fine. So that sort of thing. Like, do a fast draft of an idea that you have. Yeah. Uh, like, oh, we've made this awesome thing, and by the way, we trained it with everything. What did you put on it? Everything, just everything. But there's some stuff there that nobody it's giving permission. Everything, just add it. Everything. Come on, son. What are we talking about? It's nonsense. It's really nonsense. But well, we have a history of doing that sort of thing in all sorts of realms. So why wouldn't it be the case? I wonder where else I should. Just put an eraser here. Yeah, yeah. I'm I'm 37, so I think you can say that. I don't know if I missed something. Maybe when I, Yeah. How weird that this stream is deciding to kick me out. Stop trying to kick me out. Like, what, I don't know, what did I say? I didn't know we had phrases. I find it really funny. I saw a video about the millennial pause, and I was like, oh my god, please, please don't tell me that I do that. Like well, the thing is, I know how to edit a video, so I look to avoid that. But if once you see it, it like there's no way to unsee it. It's so it's so it bothers me so much. Oh my goodness. So it's basically that you start recording and you just stop for a second to check that the thing is actually recording. So the Gen Z say that that's a millennial pause. Say, come on, man. But the funny thing is that if you start looking for it, you can find a bunch of people do that. It's the funniest. It's so funny. It really is. Uh, I wonder what I could add here. A millennial pause is quite funny. I think each generation has a version of that. In my time, we used to do this way. Yeah, there's the Steve Buscemi meme. Oh my god, that's so funny. Uh, that's really funny. What's up, kids? It's like Steve Buscemi with a skateboard. I think his name is Steve Buscemi. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that. Da, 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 da. Should change the hand. Only. Actually, I'm gonna Google that just in case I'm remembering correctly. Sorry. Yeah, this image, right? That's how I feel right now. What's up, kids? Uh, ah, that's so funny. Yeah, just thinking that I used to like party when I was younger, uh, like before my 20s. And now, after like 7 p.m., 6 p.m., I'm like, yeah, I think I want to go home. Just go take a nap. Uh, the whole partying thing is for the youngsters. Unipin. I want to go ahead for this. You know what? Yeah. Hello. I see a message, but I don't see where it's coming from. Hello. Oh, I see it now. How's it going? Dun, da, 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 da. Might cut it short, but well, cut it short. I've been here for an hour. Turn on my light again. Light. Oh yeah, this is what I was looking for. Thank you. Water and fade proof pigment ink. That's my that's my jam. Yeah. Thank you. You sometimes really have to go for it. And I wish I, I pushed even further over the years, but I definitely have done an effort in order to pursue what I want to do. And I think often that's all we can do. That's what we can hope for. Oh yeah, I like this pen. It can be really subtle, which is nice. Try to do another shot. Hopefully. You know what I really miss? Like these shoes. Those are the best. To me at least. There's quite a few brands that do that kind of style shoe. But I miss them. Like all the ones I had. Yeah, skater shoes, yeah. I have terrible knees, but I've I very briefly had a had a skateboard, and I did do a lot of bike riding. So yeah, I like those sports, and it's kind of my jam. It really is. Those shoes are really comfy. They're super comfortable. At least the classical ones, like the really old school ones. Yeah, those who have never experienced them, they don't know what they're missing. Those shoes are awesome. Like if I had decent knees, I would probably. I don't care about the age I have. I'll probably test my luck with trying to learn a trick at least. But I cannot do that with my knees. I was like, mm, nah. I think I'd rather not. Dun, 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 dun. Could use a different pen for this, but I will probably in the future so I can save resources. For the t-shirt, probably should. Wonder where else I want to add here. Hmm. I'm thinking about it. It's okay. It's okay. Boom, bum, 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 bum. Boom, bum, 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 bum. Just the entire thing. It's fine. Cool. I should have saved a little line here. I can bring it back. I don't know. Dun, 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 dun. Some repeat on my mind. I don't know why. Alright. You know what? Yeah, you can see it. Cool. Turn off. Cool, cool, cool. Gonna go back to the other light setting. I was gonna finish it off like that. Yeah, this staining. What else can I do? Should I go first for this instead of the other way around? Uh, leaping into the unknown. Chihuire. Um, CHIGU with the 2 points on top of the U, but you can do it without. IRE. Chihuire. I hope I said it right. I can type it. I can probably type it. Like that. Just like that. Chihuire. Mr. Chihuire here. Hello, Lily. Thanks. Chibuire? No, chibuire. Uh, like when you add the G with the U and the I, it's we. I don't know if it makes sense, but that's a pronunciation. Actually, I'm going to try to change the tune to system. By the way, they're gonna be here in a short while, and I bought like second, not second hand, like scalper tickets from one of those websites, and they just refunded me. Seems like they're not gonna. They don't have the tickets basically, which is so such a bummer. I was looking forward to that. I've been thinking about that for a while. Yep. Ooh. Everybody's gonna know the party have a real good time. Ooh. They're so good. Alright. Yes. I'm happy with how this turned out. Hopefully, I can do the same for the last one. Actually, you gave me a good idea. I'll probably go with that one. Um, yeah. Yeah. Jump into the unknown. Alright. This one was way longer than it should have been, but I'm happy with how it turned out, and I'm happy I got some supplies, some art supplies I kind of needed. all my markers were already dried. Like I, my ink is all dried out. Should buy some more too, but I don't know. I have to preserve my my resources as much as I can. Good night. Like a priest? Maybe I don't know. Just a black T-shirt, but it could be. I'll post the final after. All right. So thank you all for watching. I'll be cutting the stream soon. If this is the first time you watch one of my streams and you enjoyed it, consider subscribing and hitting that like and all that good stuff. It's completely free for you. If you want to watch it after the fact, I upload this to my YouTube channel if you're interested. I also make videos there. I have my illustrated deck of cards that you can find on my website that is fully illustrated by me. It's good quality. I can get it delivered right to your doorstep. And what else am I missing? I have a Redbubble shop that you can check it out if you want to. You can find it on my website. I also have some backgrounds for your phone if you're interested in that. That's also on my website. Anyhow, thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time. Let me find my music. Bye.